All right, so we have 4 kilograms of water fills a closed container having a volume of 1 meter cubed. If the water at this state is a vapor, determine the pressure and bar, and if the water is two-phase, determine the quality. So if it's not two-phase, then of course we don't have a quality and we don't have to report it. So, all right, so the first thing that I need to do is figure out, do I have enough information to fix the state? And so what I'm looking for, I need 2 independent, intensive properties. So let's think of the properties that we are familiar with. We are familiar with temperature, pressure, specific volume, quality. Those are our intensive property lists, the intensive property list that we've got. So I know temperature, check, that's given to me. I'm given volume, not specific volume. So if I calculate specific volume, I'm great, right? So I got volume. Well, actually, let's write volume. Specific volume is volume divided by mass. So I have the volume, 1 meter cubed divided by 4 kilograms. So 0.25 meters cubed per kilogram. So I've got the temperature and I've got the specific volume. So now I just need to go to my tables and figure out what the phase is, right? So that's step number 1, figure out that phase. So I'm going to go to my saturated tables to figure out what phase we're in. Well, if I look at, so I'm in table A2, my saturated tables organized by temperature at 100 degrees Celsius. My specific volume is between 0.0010435 and 1.673 meters cubed per kilogram. So it's between those two values, V sub F and V sub G, so I know that it's saturated. Oops. So it's saturated. Why is it saturated? Because my specific volume is between the V sub F and the V sub G value. Perfect. All right. So that means I've answered the first question. The first question is, well, pressure can only be the saturation pressure at 100 degrees Celsius. Easy peasy. So that means it's got to be 1.014 bar. All right, cool. What's my quality? My quality? Well, my quality, remember, we have an equation that gives specific volume as a function of V sub G, V sub F, and quality. So all I'm doing is rearranging for that. So it's going to be V minus V sub F over V sub G minus V sub F. So I have, well, my specific volume is 0.25. So here's one of the rare instances where I won't actually write down my units, but yeah. So 0.25, just because my quality, I've got meters cubed per kilogram on the top and the bottom, so it's going to cancel out. It doesn't matter. So 0.25 minus 0.0010435, because remember, that specific volume there has already been multiplied by 1,000. And then I've got 1.673 minus 0.0010435. So I end up getting 0.149. So that's going to be 14.9% if you want to report it as a percentage. Alrighty. So hopefully that was helpful. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have questions.